So we need to write an equation of a line that contains the origin and the point 1, 2. Number 5. And let me give you guys a picture first. Okay. So we have the x and y plane. Origin means 0, 0. So that's like the center. And then we want the point 1, 2. So 1 for the x. So you go up 1 unit and then you want to go up 2 units. So this is the point 1, 2. So let me label this. This is 1, 2, and this right here is the origin. And then connect the 2 points with the line, and we get this. And our goal is to try to figure out what's the equation of this line. So to figure out equation of a line, we need 2 things. So again, equation of a line. There are many ways to do it. This is just one way to do it. One of the ways is first need slope. So that's the first need. And then second, use y is equal to mx plus b. So the slope and the y-intercept form of the line. So these are the common ways. This is just one of the common ways to do it. So let's do it. Let's do it. And by the way, what's a slope? You can look at slope as rise over run, or you can look at slope as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So back to the question. Let's get the slope first. For slope, let me see slope. The word slope is usually denoted by the letter m. So I will do that as well. That's why we have the m right there. I need to use the formula right here. So let's get back to the points. We need to use the points that we know right here. I can say this is my well, first of all, origin. So that's the first point that we know, right? Origin is 0, 0. And we can say this is my x1, y1. And this will be my second point, x2, y2. So to do to do y2 minus y1, I just need to do 2 minus 0 on the top. 2 minus 0 over x2 minus x1. So x2 is equal to 1 minus x1, which is 0. It doesn't matter which one you called it, the first point or the second point. I just picked the origin to be x1, y1. You could also say this is x1, y1. Doesn't matter. However, you just need to be consistent. You put the y2 and the x2 first. You need to put the 2's first, and then put the 1's later. So that's the key. You just make sure that you subtract in the in the correct order. That's it. Okay, so we have 2 minus 0 over 1. We have just 2. So we know the slope is equal to 2. And then we're going to use the general form, y is equal to mx plus b. We know m is equal to 2, right? And we also need to use another point. We need to use one of these points, because one of the points will tell you the x value, and the other number will tell you the y value. And let me just do this. Point 1, 2. The 1 is the x value, the 2 is the y value. So when I say let's use y is equal to mx plus b, we're just going to plug in all these 3 things, 2 and the 1 and then the 2, into the x, y, and m. Then we can solve for b. So m is equal to, y is equal to 2. This 2 though, this 2 equals to m is this 2 times x. X is my 1, so let me put it 1 plus b. So I have 2 is equal to 2 times 1, which is 2, plus b. And then I can subtract both sides by 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0, is equal to b. Right? And the reason that we use y is equal to mx plus b and one of this point, I just choose to use 1, 2. We use this information, we can find out what b is. So the equation of a line, that's back to here. So I will just write it. Equation of the line. So when you write the equation of a line, the y and x stays the same. It doesn't change. So we have y is equal to, plugging the m, which is the 2. I have the 2. X plus, the b value was equal to 0, plus 0. So in other words, this is y is equal to 2x. And that's the equation of this line. Y is equal to 2x. And that's answer choice A.